Hello, it's Marina from the Butterfly Effect, and this is your weekly collective reading for the week beginning the 1st of June. And we have the main message coming through is Amara the Menehun, Aloha Healing, Hallelujah. She's a 19, as is the dog spirit, and I've also got the dog card in my Lenormand deck, so maybe pets are featuring quite highly this week. Maybe someone's thinking of getting a new dog. I've just dropped something. I've dropped the sun. Yeah, so you know, maybe that's something that's open. I don't know where you are in the world. I don't know if rescue centres are opening again, or you're able to go out and get a dog, but it's kind of suggesting that that might bring some healing and comfort into your life, just maybe spending time with animals in general. But let's have a wee look at Aloha Healing. It is about being loyal to what you love, and with the 9 of Swords in reverse, it's suggesting that this would bring you out of a place of anxiety. It's almost like you need some furry love, because the dog with the journey is suggesting you might go and visit a pet. So as I say, you might go to a dog or a cat sanctuary. Yeah, there's something to do with pets this week and comforting. Okay, let's have a wee look at Amara, number 19. So that's a 91919. Amara. Aloha Healing. Maybe you're going to Hawaii. It's a time for guilt-free time out for you, when you will invite the energy of Hawaii and more self-nurturing into your life. It is time to discover and fade out those voices that say you must always work hard and be stressed to achieve what it is you wish for. I am of a time and a place where time moves in its own way, where you are at one with the natural world, and where your body and soul are entwined in unison and singing the most beautiful song. You need the power of sunshine on your body. Please give yourself a sunbathe, a natural energetic healing of pure golden light, and feel the radiance warm your bones and fill you with joy. Amara has come, and so it is time to begin to eat more fresh fruit, drink healthful juices and smoothies, take dance lessons, have a tropical bath with flower petals, and bring the energy of a waterfall into your life. Fresh foods, fruits, and more raw food, and you would definitely benefit from more sunshine and outdoor time. There may be relaxation and healing traditions within your ancestry to investigate. Take a vacation and journey to a soulful place. Holistic treatments will have appeal, as will natural alternatives. By taking this approach and devoting yourself to it, you can expect renewed health and a positive new attitude too. Above all, it is time to connect with the power of sunshine in gentle, soulful ways. Surfing and ocean swims will be most beneficial. So yeah, it is very much a time of getting out of your head, finding something that gives you some sort of pleasure, and maybe spending time with pets, walking your dog in the forest, actually getting a new pet. And I think with the female here in the Tower, this can be, oh crikey, on the snake, let's not go that deep. Maybe even a week of isolation when you're not necessarily mixing with others, because I think that is actually bringing up some of the anxiety here. So we have got the journey. This is, you know, looking to, you know, possibly just, you know, go on a short journey, take your dog to the woods, to the beach, you know, go for a walk somewhere in a park. But there's some anxiety about this, and I think it's a case of with the mask and anxiety in reverse, this is like someone who's trying to cover up their anxiety. So there is anxiety here, a sort of nervousness, but it is a case of, you know, someone is making out that they're not anxious for whatever reason. It may be that they think that there may be some sort of disappointment up ahead, so they don't really want to get their hopes up too high in the situation here. Or it could simply be that someone is feeling a little down, a little bit depressed, but the anxiety is dissipating. It feels like it's been a long time coming. The anxiety is dissipating, but with it has maybe come a sense of like resignation to a situation. So we're now just focusing on trying to heal from a situation, a relationship breakdown, a job loss, whatever it may be for you. It is just very much trying to focus on the healing but the high anxiety is definitely dissipating this week. We do have the lilies with blossoming abundance in reverse here, so the worry could be around money, any sort of abundance, but it is usually financial. This could be in connection with an older person with the lilies here, but it also would suggest, because I've got my Queen of Pentacles in reverse and my Hierophant, so there could be a breaking of a commitment here. It could actually be talk of a divorce, and the concern is that this long-term stability, this long-term relationship that has provided maybe financial security is on the wobble here, yeah. And that's possibly where we're having to sort of combat the anxiety. I mean, if it is a job rather than, you know, because I'm conscious that the Tower is here as well, and that can be like sort of government type jobs, corporations. So someone is, you know, possibly lost their job here, and it will have been a job that they've had for a very long time, or a career. It's possible that could be coming to an end here, and someone is really concerned about their financial security because of it. But at the same time, it sort of feels like it's somewhere that they don't really actually want to be, because I have got all tied up, strategy in reverse. So this is being tied to something that's really pretty unhealthy. Yeah, there's a lack of stability here, so it's almost like having to just do the job you got to do just to, you know, pay the bills and bring the money in. So that may be something that's on the wobble just now. It may actually be sort of a real possibility that a job or a relationship could come to an end here. But I think there is a part of you that sort of feels that it might be for the best, even though you might be really worried about it. But there is a feeling of getting out of your head here on the worry front and moving on to something that's a lot more peaceful, a lot more kind of comforting. And with my dog spirit, be loyal to what you love. So you might have to take a sort of hit financially, but you'll end up doing something that it really is much more suited to you. It's just not going to pay as well, but you're going to wake up a lot happier, and hopefully it will be enough to meet your needs. So it feels like a bit of a, you know, a repositioning this week. I mean, there are plans here with the Two of Wands at the base of the deck. There is something that is getting your juices going, but it almost feels like, you know, as one door closes, another door opens. So we have a relationship here, a caring connection. The Sun card fell on the floor there, but I'll try not to read too much into that. It sort of just feels that there's some sort of clarity coming into, not maybe a relationship, yes, but almost just what, you know, fills your heart with joy, what gives you pleasure, really what direction you want to move in that is, you know, thrilling even, or exciting, or joyous. Healing. What do you want to do? What gives you joy? What makes you excited? What is it that you love? That's the direction you need to be going in, basically. But it will come with an ending, and there is a storm warning here, so it would suggest that there's going to be some sort of you know, tumultuous exercise to get there. The whip can be about aggression, and the Ten of Swords, crikey. So this is like a real definitive ending. I mean, there's probably going to be some sort of pain involved here. I don't know specifically for who, and it might just be, as I say, on the financial front. So you might just have to take a hit financially, a drop in salary, but it's ultimately taking you in the right direction. But there is going to be a little bit of pain here. Or it may well be that, you know, if it's a case of you're leaving someone and you want to go somewhere else, then it's going to be pretty difficult. So I'm conscious of, I've got 91919, and here I've got 1111, 1110, 10. So yeah, there's a definitive ending here basically this week for someone or for the collective in general. There is some pain, there's aggression with the storm warning. You know, there is a lot of I mean, it could be like societal unrest. Obviously we are seeing that globally. The Hierophant being in a reverse can be a breakdown of sort of, you know, the patriarchy, or you know, the government. There's instability, there's financial instability. This can be financial institutions, banks in particular, and that's the blossoming of abundance. Might be like a run on the bank this week, something like that. But it'd be somebody or something with the lilies being here. It feels like there's a pullback on the finance front here, and it may cause some sort of unrest. But at least for some people, there is a feeling that this shift needs to occur, and it's actually going to move them to somewhere much more, you know, conducive to their health and really what they actually want out of life. Okay. So let's just take a little advice card for the week, for the collective, first week in June. Please, Spirit, advice for the collective, first week in June. Get a dog. Definitely get a dog. Advice for the first week in June for the collective. Exchange energy to create abundance, trader. Unleash the wealth, the wild within. Advice for the collective. What's the trader? Trader for the collective. So this is making plans on the work front, the Two of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. This Eight of Pentacles in this particular deck to me is always a bit of a midlife crisis card. This has been making plans about how you want to invest your time, what you want to be working on, how you actually generate, you know, money, income, abundance. But, you know, what gives you pleasure? I'm really conscious in my trader here. Hang on. He's like, you know, got his hand on his heart. You know, this is like, you know, something he really loves. This cushion is his heart and soul. It's taken a month to make this cushion, and now he wants to sell it to you. So it might be that you have, like, you know, an idea for a business, but again, it involves letting something go. It involves probably, like, you know, letting go maybe the stable income, the regular job, the sort of career you've always thought you were going to be doing forever, but it just doesn't satisfy you anymore. It doesn't make you happy, and what you want to do that makes you happy probably doesn't generate enough money. So there's a bit of conflict here, mainly I would imagine internal, but it can be external conflict on the work front. I have just mentioned, you know, banks and instabilities and endings and whatnot, and I am seeing the trader card here, so there could be something in that this week. The she-wolf. Okay, Two of Pentacles in reverse. This is feeling a little bit overwhelmed on the finance front again. It can be a sort of warning on investments, because the Ace of Pentacles is the lump sum that you then invest to generate, you know, or, you know, multiply. And it usually suggests, if this were in its upright position, that you know, maybe should consider taking some risks financially, where to, you know, invest your money. When it's in reverse like this, this is a bit of a warning here, especially with my trader card. And unleash the wild. So this is to me saying that, you know, don't take any massive risks financially. So you might find that you're in a wee bit of bother financially, you know, something doesn't go your way, and you might be trying to recoup your money quickly, so you might go in a wee bit of a tilt this week, and overinvest in, you know, one share for example, or, you know, just put all your eggs in one basket. it's almost like you've had a rush to the head here. And there's a bit of a warning on that, because the Eight of Pentacles is more about steadily working, perfecting your craft rather than just, you know, throwing it all in. And with the Queen of Swords here and the Hangman, this is saying kind of have a time out. Think about this logically. Don't make any rash decisions. This is financially this week. Okay, so that is your advice for the week. It feels like somebody's trying to compensate for something, giving up one thing, replacing it with another, but there is a loss in the process of it. I think that was a bit of a ramble. Hopefully you'll get something from it. Have a great week. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.